Hello everyone and welcome to another historic video. So this is going to be another Reanimator deck that I've played before a few videos ago, and I've just hit Mythic with it kind of late this season, but because I haven't been able to play as much Magic recently, and hitting Mythic in best out of 1 is a lot tougher than I thought compared to the best out of 3. I just wanted to share you guys some of my experience with the climb with Esper Reanimator, so let's hop on over. So this is Esper Reanimator. Very minor tweak compared to the last version. I have one less copy of Bone Shard, and instead I have a Seasoned Hallowblade, and you will see that we have a copy of Ulamog instead of the Sheoldred, the Whispering One. And the reason for this change was, so first let's talk about Sheoldred. So Sheoldred is a pretty interesting one. The card was put into the deck to beat a mirror match. So if somebody gets a Serra's Emissary down and they name creature, and you also put a Serra's Emissary down and you name a creature, then what ends up happening is both of our decks can't really finish other people off. So Sheoldred was in there to break that stall, so that at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, they have to sacrifice a creature, so they'll have to sacrifice Serra's Emissary eventually, right? So that was actually the reason why Sheoldred was in the deck, but I think Ulamog actually does it a lot better, because for one, the card is indestructible. In a mirror match, you can't Bone Shard it, or even against a control deck, you can't Wrath Ulamog. At the very least, Ulamog speeds up the clock, so all you have to do is swing with Ulamog twice and your opponent decks out. And it's actually very good against Enchantress decks, which was pretty tough to beat with this deck. So if you happen to Ulamog and then attack 1 or 2 times, you do actually deck out Enchantress deck that plays 9 lives. So that is why I happen to play a copy of Ulamog in the deck. And I actually went up on Seasoned Hallowblade. And the reason why I actually went up on Seasoned Hallowblade is actually the problem with having too many cards that only bin 1 card into the graveyard. So compared to Mardu Reanimator, you have something like the Pyromancer that can put 2 cards into the graveyard. You also have Faithless Looting at only 1 mana. You have 2 different cards putting 2 set of cards into the graveyard at a time, which is very helpful, because what ends up happening is you might not have a creature and an Unburial Rites in the graveyard by turn 4, and you really need 2 cards in the graveyard right now on turn 3. That's where something like Seasoned Pyromancer comes in handy. So in our deck, we only have Faithful Mending. So unless we go Raffine's Informant on turn 1, turn 2, and then into Diviner of Fates on turn 3, into binning Unburial Rites and a creature that you can reanimate, so that you can reanimate a creature on turn 4, it actually becomes pretty difficult for the deck to reanimate compared to the Mardu version. But the upside is I actually really like the upside, is the fact that we're playing a lot of creatures that are pretty well statted. Diviner of Fates is a 3/4. It's incredibly difficult for opponents to get rid of, even against a mono red, which they have Bone Crusher Giant. And Raffine's also 1/4 flyer. Raffine's Informant becomes a 3/2, which you'll gladly trade with another creature from your opponent's side. And at the same time, because we're playing all these 3-attack creatures, what ends up happening is when I encounter these decks with multiple graveyard hates, it's really funny to me, because first of all, there's actually not that many graveyard decks in best out of 1 format. I feel like when I played set of 10 games, maybe I'll see 1 graveyard deck. So when you build your deck, if you put way too many graveyard hates in your deck just becomes a do-nothing deck, and your matchup becomes worse against some favorable decks to begin with. Like, let's say you're playing an aggro deck, and then You, like, turn 1, Graveyard Hate. Turn 2, play a 2-mana creature. Then your aggression is just completely gone. And then, let's say I play Rafine's Informant. Boom. Here's my 3-2 against your 2-mana creatures, and I'll gladly block, and then on turn 3, you Diviner of Fates comes out. I can just stall it out until I can hardcast Sarah's Emissary, for example. So, that's something I really like about this deck compared to the Mardu version, just because we play a lot of beefy creatures. But anyways, that's all I have to say about the deck. I'll be showing you guys some games that I played to Mythic, so stick around if you want to check it out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye. It's alright, it's alright. Rafine's Informant is always good as a starting card. Same with Faithful Mending. Oh, we got some elves action. It's actually a pretty good hand for playing against an elf. Like, our deck doesn't really play that many removals. So starting with double Bone Shard is pretty lucky against them. We bottomed the Fell-Rites. We do need some creatures though to reanimate. We do need some creatures. No attacks. That's interesting. Fine by me. I think we get rid of Faithful Mending. And I think we get rid of another Faithful Mending for this. Because we do need to kill Archbishop. Archdruid. And we pass. Another Elvish Archdruid. Sure. Into an Elvish Clancaller. Now they want to attack. Okay. Gladly block that. We want to get rid of Fell-Rites. Although, maybe... No. It can't be. Yeah. I was thinking about getting rid of a land, but it doesn't really make sense. We missed out on a free counter. Huh? I mean, sure, collect the company. At the most, it's gonna get a +2/+2. So this way, Elvish Clancaller always dies? I'm not so sure about this attack. Yeah. Huh? I mean, sure. Diviner of Fates is so broken. It's so broken. Whole creature and... I mean, unlike the... That should be it. I don't think there's... Unless they play Questing Bees. I mean, I've been...
I always have reinforcements.
Surprised by these, like, a little sneaky one-ofs in their deck. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. That's a pretty easy keep. We definitely kill that immediately. I think we get rid of a land. You know, there's actually a good reason to put the priest in the graveyard. Just because I'm playing as a Phoenix deck. And the chance of this thing living is just so astronomically low against a Phoenix deck. And at the same time, opponent could have a 1-mana deal 2 exile a creature when it's dealt damage, so Magma Spray. Okay, that's could have been worse. Could have been worse. Ooh. So we could have a turn 4 Sarah's Emissary here, which is pretty hard to beat for a Phoenix deck. Opponent's thinking here. Okay. Come on, opponent. Did they DC? No. Okay, please no double Phoenix. One is good enough. Good. Wait, it looks like they had something, but they decided not to play it. What is it? Oh no. It's a Spell Pierce. Oh no. No. Actually, I mean, I'm at 13 life. They could have like a blink spell. I think I'm gonna go with instant. I'm at a comfy 13 life. There's no way to kill me. Let's just call instant speed. With the Unholy Heat nerf, it'll be pretty difficult to kill Sarah's Emissary in the first place. Unless they have double Unholy Heat. I guess they could just attack with Ledger Shredder and I'm kind of forced to block and then they just use the Unholy Heat on the Sarah's Emissary. That's double Phoenix in the graveyard. That's kind of scary. So... Okay, so they do actually play Unholy Heat, even after the nerf. Okay. I'm actually very surprised they actually binned the Unholy Heat, though. Okay, they're just going to attack. I think Thoughtseize for sure. Okay, so they actually had a 1 mana return target creature spell. But, yeah. Definitely take that away, Expressive Iteration. I mean, not really in a good spot still. I have to get the Sarah's Emissary up. So I'm gonna Faithful Mending at the end of their turn. And then bin the Sarah's Emissary, so if I Priest of the Fell-Rites, I go down to 5 HP. There you go. Let's get rid of Thoughtseize. Then we call Creature. And we're gonna attack. So the only way I can die from this point on is the Channel Land Otawara. That's actually another card that can beat Sarah's Emissary at this point. Why are they hovering over it? Oh my god, they actually got it? Don't tell me. Oh my god. Opponent, how are you so lucky? I can't. Oh no. I mean, no white land, but I'm probably playing against Wizard Egg, and we do have a Bone Shard. I mean, what are the chances of us never drawing a white land? Right? Deck. There you go. Easy game. Let's get rid of Unbury Rights. I don't want to get rid of Sarah's Emissary in case we get something like, I don't know, Diviner of Fates. But there you go. So that we can get more creature spells into our hand. And since, okay, pretty good. And since we killed their only wizard, I don't think their deck actually has a 3 damage burn spell. Outside of Wizard's Lightning that's at an instant speed. So that was like the best turn I could play Diviner of Fates. Because they could kill Diviner of Fates before they got the counter, right? Okay, this is kind of unfortunate. We can't really play a Priest of Fell-Rites here, but that's okay. We got Faithful Mending. Play with fire. They're playing a little bit more burn heavy. I respect that. My version doesn't play with fire. Instead we play like 1 mana deal 4, right? that pings 2 to your creature. I'm not sure, like, is play with fire even that good? Because wizard deck is the most popular deck. Aside from that, it's blue-white control. Second, probably. So if their deck plays a lot of 3 health creatures, I don't think play with fire is that great in that mirror match. Okay, let's I'm gonna get rid of double priest. Okay, never mind. Opponent decides to leave the game. I think this is a mulligan. And that's a keep. We can't play Thoughtseize on turn 1. So I'm actually gonna bottom Thoughtseize. I bottomed the Thoughtseize because there's more chance that it could be an aggro deck. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are they playing? Oh! Is this a combo deck? This could be the Steamkin, Bergie, Storm into, Grape Shot? Possibly. What are we bottoming here? Just gonna bottom Diviner of Fate so that I can revive it. I don't think they can win next turn, so I'm just gonna play the tap land. Highly unlikely they can win from nothing on turn 3. I mean, hopefully. Okay, so it was the Storm deck. So Thoughtseize. Interesting hand they got. So they got another Bergie, that's fine. I think this is either Hazardous Monument or Runaway Steamkin. But because we have double Bone Shard, I think we're gonna take the Hazardous Monument. I'm gonna discard Priest of Fell-Rites so we can get another creature into our hand. Hopefully a Reanimator target. That's actually really good. So... okay, they play the Steamkin. Merchant of Vale. Okay, land was like literally the best thing I could have drawn there. Because now I get to do this. Boom. Into Jin-Gitaxias. And GG. Actually, does Jin-Gitaxias do even anything? Because they're a Storm deck, right? Only the first one gets countered. Interesting. Okay, we got our last boss for our Mythic. Oh my god. Turn 1 Relic. Okay. We got a pretty hard game here. We got a pretty hard game. This is where I would like all the creatures that we play to come out from our deck. I would like Rafine, Diviner of Fates. I'll take any of those. Yeah. Opponent's here at the game. Come on, deck. I need some more creatures. Chandra. Ooh, that's a ooh.
You wanna go, tough guy? Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Another relic? Okay. I mean, if I can somehow land Jin-Gitaxias, we can potentially win. Potentially. I hate Relic. It gives them... It's like the cat oven. It gives them so much priority. It prolongs the game so much. It's just like the oven. Another Chandra, pretty annoying. But we do have another Bone Shard. It's fine. Wait. Okay, we're gonna Raffine's Informant. Thoughtseize. What should I discard? Okay, let's just kill the Chandra. Wait. Oh my god, I just made a tremendous mistake here. They were tapped out. And I forgot Relic can't sacrifice itself unless you pay 1 mana. I'm so bad at this game. We could have gotten a Jin-Gitaxias out. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. It's okay. It's okay. Let's just win with our creatures. We'll make it just making it a little bit more difficult. No biggie. I'm pretty sad still. How did I miss that? Okay, let's play our Raffine. Just giving our opponent a small little handicap. You know. If we do this, there's a good chance we can reanimate Sarah's Emissary. I didn't want to bottom the Faithful Mending because there's a chance Diviner Fates could give us another Faithful Mending if we do it that way. Because it's a sheer chance. You get either or if you discard 50-50 like creature and an instant speed. Okay. Thoughtseize. Oh my god, they... Why do you have double Ugin? Oh my god. What? Is opponent taking pity on me? I mean, they could have still won, right? There's a good chance they could have still won. I mean, maybe not. But, yeah. There it is.